Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series Zabu Build-A-Figure Waves, Zabu Build-A-Figure. Let's get into it! Let's assemble Zabu. And you guess you want to take the torso, and we'll start with the back legs, and just make sure you have the right leg for the correct leg for the correct side, and then just kind of pop it on there. And there's no satisfying pop when it goes on there, so just be aware of that. And then let's try the other back leg, and it's on there. It went on pretty easily. So then let's take the front legs and pop them on. And in case I didn't show it, I know I didn't. It's got a half dumbbell right here and hole right here, and that's how you put it together. But I'm sure if anybody's watching this, you've probably put a Build-A-Figure together before. So again, no satisfying pop there, no snap or anything like that. So, and then that one just popped on there, and I heard a little bit of a snap on that, not too bad. And then here you can see the head, it's got a dumbbell in here, and then there's just a little hole right here for it. And line them up, and it does give you a little bit of a snap. And there you have it, my friends. Zabu, all assembled like an Avenger. Let's take a look at Zabu now that he's all together. And just look at all that fur detail in the sculpt. A little bit of a wash might have been nice to just help it stand out and not blend in so much, but it's all there. I mean, there is fur covering every inch of this tiger, so that's really, really cool. Then here, all the paint apps really pretty much are right here on the face. Look at those eyes, they look great. And then the nose and the whisker area, so some whiskers would have been nice, but it would have been hard to do in plastic. And cat whiskers are kind of, real light anyway. So then you've got all the paint apps for these teeth. There's some paint inside the mouth as well. So just overall really, really cool looking, if I can get it out of my mouth. Paint apps for his his first fingernails, first claws. And that goes on front and back. And then some paint apps on the bottom of his feet for his foot pads. So that is really, really cool that they went that extra mile, even though they didn't put a wash on it. I really would have liked a wash on this, but I may put one myself. Who knows? Probably I won't. So here we have his tail, which is kind of like a bobcat tail, only a little bit longer. I figured he would have had a little bit longer tail than that, but so it's on a hinge here, and it's a post that, well, anyway, you know where it sticks. It sticks in there. So it'll go up that far, it'll go down that far, and it will rotate a full 360 degrees. The back legs, they'll rotate out on that ball, they'll rotate in on that ball. And let's see if they will do a full 360 degree rotation, and they will. So then we have a hinge and swivel here at this first leg joint, swivels around 360 degrees and bends back that far, and it bends forward that far, so straight, I guess. Then we have another hinge and swivel here at this joint, and it swivels around 360 degrees. It'll bend forward that far and back that far. So that's pretty good, although that makes it out of whack a little bit. Then at this ankle joint, it'll tilt up that high. It'll go back that far, and it does have a pin for rocker. And that applies for both legs. Let's move up to the front legs. And let's see, it'll turn out at the shoulder that far. It'll turn in that far. So that's not bad. Let's see if it'll rotate all the way around. And it does, full 360 degrees of rotation there. And then he's got this one knee joint here, and it bends forward that far, about 90 degrees maybe, and it goes straight, and that's about it. It's also on a swivel, so it's a hinge and swivel. I didn't say that already, which I probably didn't. And then at this ankle, it tilts down that far and tilts up that far, and then it has a forward facing pin for rocker as well. Now here there's a hinge, and I guess it's a swivel too, but it goes back that far at the neck, and then I'll say it is, there it goes, and then it will go down that far, and it's pretty stiff. So then we also, it will swivel there as well, so it will do a full 360 degrees of rotation. And then here at the head again, we saw earlier, it's on a dumbbell joint, so it'll go down that far, it'll go up that far, so I guess that's his chicken neck. And then, you know, it'll go left and right. It will spin the full 360 degrees of the Exorcist. So there's that. And then the last point of articulation is the jaw, and it does open up that wide, so very ferocious. And that, my friends, is a look at Zabu, except I missed this cut right here. So it goes up that far, it goes forward that far, it will go left and right, and it will rotate full 360 degrees. I don't know how I missed that, but there it is. It's not missed anymore. And that, my friends, is a look at the Zabu Build-A-Figure. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends series Zabu Build-A-Figure Waves Zabu Build-A-Figure with the Marvel Legends series Zabu Build-A-Figure Waves ka-zar, and the Marvel Legends series Sauron Build-A-Figure Waves Sauron Build-A-Figure. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends series Zabu Build-A-Figure from the Zabu Build-A-Figure Wave, with our final Marvel Legends series comparison making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander, from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Zabu Build-A-Figure Waves Zabu Build-A-Figure, I have to say it's nice to see the Legends team taking a page from the Classified series team as far as articulation schemes go for animals, because I think they did a really good job on the articulation for Zabu, and I do think it's equal to Timber and Junkyard in the Classified series. I think there's a lot of nice molded detail in this figure. A wash really would have helped it stand out more than what it does. I mean, you can see it pretty good, but I think a wash really would have helped this figure tremendously. But look at those eyes, the nose and the teeth, and where his whiskers should be is just fantastic looking sculpt on the head, and the mouth opens, so that's a bonus to me. And then, you know, he's got the little short bobcat type tail. Seems kind of weird though that he doesn't have a longer tail, but I guess saber-toothed tigers had really short tails. But I really like this figure. You know, I wish it had been a single release or in a 2-pack with ka-zar rather than a Build-A-Figure, because I did end up getting some figures out of that wave that I really did not want, like Red Widow and Icarus, which Icarus is okay. You know, he has that very Kirby-esque look to him, but at least I didn't have to buy Superior Iron Man in order to complete Zabu here. So I am thankful for that. But you know, that Red Widow was really a disappointment. And you know, sometimes I don't mind getting characters I'm not all that familiar with if it's a good figure, but in the case of Red Widow, that cape just kills the entire thing for me. And I know you can take it off, but you know, that takes away from the look of the figure. So I don't know, maybe somebody somewhere, some way will make a wired soft goods cape for that figure. But until that happens, it's just a big old disappointment blob of plastic. This one, however, again, I'm glad I was able to complete it. The cable in this series got very difficult to find at a good price. I was lucky enough to find mine at an online retailer at retail price rather. So, you know, I lucked out with that one. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.